All right, back from the grocery store. I've got all the ingredients, everything I need to put on this wonderful 6-course meal. My shopping list came from the menu and the proportions that I need to buy. I'm Chef Todd Moore. My mission is empowering people to cook without recipes. They experience the freedom to cook what they want, how they want it, the confidence to take control and try new things, the health benefits of fresh, wholesome foods, and the family-strengthening bonds of dinner time together, as well as the money they save by eating well. Live without rules, cook without recipes. It's a no-recipe lifestyle. So the next thing I need to figure out is how I can do this production and still be part of the meal, not be the chef cooking while everybody else is enjoying the day. And I'm going to prioritize the things on my menu, those things that I can cook ahead of time. And the first thing that comes to mind is soup. Cooking the soup the day before or hours before is very easy to do because soup can be chilled and then reheated. We're going to make, like we said, a roasted red pepper soup. Now, I could take these red peppers, I need to roast the skin off. I have an electric stove here. I could do it under the broiler, but I also have a barbecue grill on the deck. The direct conductive heat of the barbecue grill is the best way to roast these peppers, shock them and get the skin off to puree them for soup. The hottest cooking item that you have in your home is the barbecue grill, unless you've got a real commercial range there. But I get my barbecue grill as hot as I can, take my red peppers and put them directly on the flame. And you can see what I've done is move the grates away so that the peppers can sit as close to the flame as possible, and we start charring some of the skin. Again, it's got to be black charred and it takes a little while to do. And when the peppers are fully charred, I mean burned to a crisp, they'll come off and they get shocked in ice water or put in a plastic bag somewhere where they'll start to steam themselves and get all their skin off. And the hot peppers get shocked in an ice water bath to stop the cooking quickly and dramatically. The shocked peppers now, as you can see, the skin just rubs away. It's a little messy. But can you imagine how tough, you don't have to imagine, you're looking at it, how tough that skin is that it can take the direct flame of the barbecue grill and just rub away. And then we have these beautiful red pepper fillets that we're going to get the cage out of, and this is what we'll puree to make our soup. All right, we've got to get the seeds out of these peppers, so we'll kind of cut them open there and cut around the top where the seed cage was. And discard that after rinsing some of these seeds away, and then we'll have our fillets that we can go ahead and puree. And the clean peppers go into the food processor. After a minute or so, let's stop it and take a look at what we have in there. That's a little bit chunky and a little tight, so let's put some vegetable broth in here, which is actually from a base with some hot liquid, and loosen that up a little bit. After another minute or two, give it a stop, and oh, that vegetable broth helped the consistency of that a lot. Look at that bright red color. Let's give it a taste. It's very good flavor, but it's got chunks of red pepper, so let's run it through a strainer, make it a little smoother. A fine mesh strainer into my soup pot, and let's get our pureed red pepper. Pour the puree right in there, and try and work this through the sieve so that we get a much smoother product. And what I'm left with is this nice, much smoother soup without a lot of these solids in here that I didn't need. This is a very simple soup. You saw me puree it, put some vegetable broth in there. Over on the stove, I'm going to add a little cream to make it a little brighter, give it a little better mouthfeel. And I think a good flavor profile for this is going to be some dill. A little bit of dill in my hand, crush it up a little more. And let's give it a kick with some cayenne pepper. Always into my hand first, not over the stove. See, I don't want to use quite that much, so I'm going to leave it in my hand. Don't rub your nose. Let's taste for the seasoning. Oh, I like that. That's so clean and clear. There's not a lot of fat in it. Let's put that on the back burner, literally and figuratively, until we're ready to plate it up. But now our roasted red pepper soup is ready for the small bowl portions that I'm going to give out, and we'll garnish it really nicely also with some, maybe a little bit of whipped cream or a dollop of yogurt or something. But that's our soup. We have to move on to our appetizer quickly so that we can do all this prep before the party happens. So I can have things in the oven, just take them out and serve them. Take them out and serve them. It's tomorrow Coquille Saint-Jacques scallops in a cream and cheese sauce. It's a basic procedure. It sounds like a fancy French name, but it's very easy. And my way, there's no rules. We'll see you tomorrow for apps in our 6-course French meal.